We are just a stone's throw from the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, and it is rocking and rolling here at Huntington Bank Field in downtown Cleveland. But tonight we start Week 9 with a good one in prime time, as it'll be the Pittsburgh Steelers taking on the Cleveland Browns. About set to begin another week of football, and happy to have you along. We are underway on Thursday night prime time. And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He'll swing this out to Sampson. 5 yards on the game's first play, 2nd down. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that, because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook. Pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for? Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game you play on a Thursday night? Guys that have a little extra pep in their step, you go to them early and often.
It's now 3rd and 5.
Ready? They'll look to throw here. That is caught. And he is going to have the Browns first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5.
First down.
The Browns had 1-7 now on the year. They come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here.
Come on. Ready?
They'll run on first down. Sampson. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play.
This defense for the Steelers very strong in that victory a week ago.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
2 runs for a net gain of nothing. Now here's 3rd and 10.
It's 3rd and 10.
They'll drop to throw. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
This is going to be the matchup to watch out on the perimeter, and it won't be the last time these two go at it. Both of them believe they are the superior. In this case, the win goes to the defense.
This is taken at the 15. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Looking to put a drive together. To throw is Reed. Throwing to start the drive. Throwing left side, it's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That's good for 28 yards. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 44-yard line. Back to throw. Reed. Open man is Myers. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Back-to-back plays of right around 30 yards, and the field position has totally been flipped. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Well, that flag puts them on their heels a little bit more defensively as the officials walk it upfield.
Yeah, and they can blame the officials all they want, but bottom line, it's their own fault because, to me, that was an avoidable call. Stay focused and avoid major mistakes like that.
So now then, the penalty's got them set up with a 1st and goal. Off the play fake. Reed. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Steelers put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And that makes the score 7-0. Here's the Steelers' kick team as they'll boot this one away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
Opposite. Green. Set. Hut.
On 1st down, Sampson knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good 1st down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on 1st down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. The 20. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line. And this, Charles, definitely not what they were wanting to see. Remember, he threw 3 interceptions in the loss last week, and now he gives the ball away again here in the very 1st quarter.
And you have to think that this was drilled.
Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. A great play there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Steelers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 14-0. Here's the Steelers' kick team as they'll boot this one away. And this one over the back line of the end zone. Well, they definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30. The Cleveland offense ready to go. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
That ball nearly intercepted. The rookie had his hands on it but couldn't pull it in. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Black ball, slide through. Ready?
Looking to throw. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. Looks like a 9-yard loss, and it also brings up 4th.
Red, psych, red, 38. Set, go.
They're going to try and throw. He'll try to do it himself. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And now possession's going to go over with a football at the 20-yard line. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. Second down.
Not a great start dropping his first target, but let's face it, it won't be his last chance because he'll get opportunities to make up for that one throughout this game.
Reed now. Off play action. And in for the Steelers touchdown. A great effort there. Doing it again with his third touchdown here in the opening quarter. And the Steelers take a 3-touchdown lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 21-0. So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
At their own 31-yard line.
Got it.
The Browns drive about to get started. And they come in losers of 2 straight. And remember, they've got the open date on their calendar next weekend. But I think it's vitally important, Charles, that they focus on the task at hand here.
Absolutely, because these players, they know what's coming up. And the difference between taking time off following a win versus doing so on a 3-game losing streak, that's absolutely huge because they may come back if they lose this game to a facility, and there may be new faces in there and some teammates lost.
Oh, and that is incomplete. He was trying to hit Thomas that time. That'll bring up second down. You look at this Steeler defense, and they find themselves just outside the top 10 in the league against the pass, currently bringing up the number 11 spot.
And while teams don't like to talk about it, they're pretty proud of their rankings. But this ranking is going to be put to the test today because they're going up against a top 5 passing offense in this one.
Setting up the screen for Sampson. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
That's a gain of 7.
10 cycles.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
560.
They'll look to throw again. He'll try to pick it up himself. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Now remember, they were unsuccessful earlier in this first quarter. Going for it on 4th. They're going to try a second time.
45. 1. Ready.
They'll try and run for it. And shed him through the tackle. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. So the 4th down conversion has him inside the 40 now, 1st and 10.
First down.
They'll look to throw. Short throw, he's got Kraft. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. So they'll get 8 out of that completion. And it'll be 2nd and a couple.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Come on, set, ready.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter.
A 7-yard loss. Brings up 3rd down.
21-0 our score after 1. On to the 2nd from Cleveland. It's the Browns in control of the football as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
Ready.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Setting up the receiver screen here to Thomas. And a call on a loss of a yard there. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
38. White. Set, go.
They'll set up to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Tucker Kraft, his first touchdown on the year. And the Browns take the chance on 4th and goal, and it pays off with 6. Extra point splits the uprights, and they'll cut the lead to 21-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Here's Reed throwing to start the drive. Down the left sideline. And he's going to be ridden out of bounds down inside the 25. A big play there on the catch and run. 52 yards. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. From 21 yards away. And the Steelers add 6 to their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And they're going to have good starting field position. He's out of bounds, but not before he's across the 35. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you've got to do both on the fly, don't you? While the game's being played, figure it out both ways and try and find a way to win.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is because you got to get his attention because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
And that is incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule that I guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
Steel, black. Blue striker. Hut, hut.
They'll try and throw for it here. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Steelers, they're going to take over an excellent field position.
Let's go.
Throwing to start the drive. Reed. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. Well, these two teams met in Pittsburgh earlier in the year with the Steelers prevailing in that one. So they'll be looking for the win here in Cleveland to complete the season sweep. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. He's going to wind up and air it out. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Martin Emerson. And the Browns are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
The Browns take over 1st and 10.
The Browns drive about to get started. And last time, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. See if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game. And sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out. The Browns on third down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 8. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Smack, red. Set.
Back to throw. Open man, that's Bond. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Up the middle they go. Sampson. And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. Now they'll change things around before the snap.
1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Yeah, their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Down.
They'll run out of the gun with Jefferson. And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17. That's good for a Cleveland 1st down, an 11-yard pickup.
1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Yellow, Lonnie. Ready?
Now the give, right side. Sampson. And this has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Back to the line of scrimmage, that's all. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Now it's 2nd and 10.
Here we go.
They'll keep it on the ground. Sampson. And he'll take it into the end zone for Browns touchdown. Dylan Sampson with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Browns get a bit closer. Point after, right down the middle. And that cuts the lead to 28-14.
Browns 14.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. His big game continues. Already has the 3 touchdown grabs, tacking on some more yardage and a 1st down.
And how precise has his route running been in this game? We just saw him get open yet again, and he's also made adjustments as the defense has tried to really stop him.
Wide open receiver, complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Back to throw again. And that'll be incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another 1st down.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 28. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
Let's go now.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. will go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be second down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Looking to throw. Reed. Over the middle, complete. That's Myers.
And the Steelers are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
They'll try to run this one in. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. A great play there as the first half is winding down.
And the Steelers will extend their lead here just before halftime.
An extra point attempt here still to come. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And he's going to be out of bounds across the 50. Great return.
In just about every special teams meeting, there's a discussion with the punter about his importance. Why? He can flip the field for your team defensively, move it deep into their own territory, or if you're backed up on offense, and he can hit a big punt and change field position and help his defense.
And this is caught. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. A big play there in the final seconds of the first half.
And the Browns are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half.
Browns 21.
Boy, still a half plus to play, but it is a 2-score game. They're going to go onside kick early. And this doesn't work. The Steelers recover it. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half.
Half the 60, half the 60, 19 light.
A final shot before break. Reed. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. So time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the third quarter.
A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
At their own 32-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
Yeah, they went into the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
And a good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line.
Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Back to throw. Reed. That's caught left side. Myers with it. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the offense is able to pounce on it inside the 5-yard line.
19 Tiger.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. A great effort there. His 10th touchdown of the season, second of the game.
And the Steelers take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Oh, a good-looking return set up here.
And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Ready. 45, white. Beetle blue. Hut.
Back to throw now on first down. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete.
And he's going to get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it as he gets wiped out on that one.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Ready.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10.
That'll be complete to Okonkwo.
And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 27-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
For a Browns first down. 1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 27. He'll look to throw. Thomas brings it in. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Set. 60 red. 60 red. Ready.
He'll drop to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
Here we go, set, ready.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again.
To the left side, he finds Bond.
That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Timing is so important on a route like this because he's going to line up out right and then cut straight across the field. I think the ball might have come out a count or two too late because by the time he was able to secure it, not much of a chance to turn it upfield.
They get this out left. Touchdown! A 2-yard touchdown grab.
And the Browns are able to cut into that deficit.
Now the extra point. Uh-oh, flag comes out here. This is going to be roughing the kicker.
When you're going back there on the kick block, you've got to go to the right point. That didn't happen. Ran into the kicker. The penalty flag had to come out.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield.
And that one not returnable. It's over the back line to the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 30-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together. Reed throwing to start the drive. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49.
And the Steelers first down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he's got this down to the 35. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there and a first down.
First down, Pittsburgh.
Looking to throw. Reed.
Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it.
And he wisely will throw that one away.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Throwing right, and that's complete. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Behind the line of scrimmage.
We're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
Here we go. 19, track 60. Mustang 19.
From the gun on 3rd down. Reed. Now he'll tuck this and run. And coughed it up. And this is picked up by the Browns. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return for a Browns TD. Extra point attempt to follow here. And that'll cut the lead down now to a touchdown.
That's the score. Steelers 42. Browns 35.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Oh, a good return up past the 30. Able to slither by. And he'll weave all the way up to just a few yards shy of midfield. A great return. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Pretty important 3rd quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. 41 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll keep it on the ground. Tyson. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain. 2nd down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the Browns.
Now Reed operating from the gun. And a loose football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
So turnovers, Charles, you figure will be key in the 2nd half, and that's a big giveaway there.
Yeah, and as you and I both know, coaches are always preaching ball security, and none more often than right here in the 2nd half of a tight football game. Now you've got to believe what the coaches are saying and take care of that football.
That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
2nd and 3 at the 39-yard line.
10 seconds. Let's go. 50. Green. Yellow. Set.
They'll drop the throw. Short throw. He's got Kraft. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action.
4th quarter coming up here on Thursday Night Primetime. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
And we're back now here in Cleveland. It's the Browns with a deficit. They're trailing, but with the football here to start the 4th.
On the set. Let's go now. Yellow. Claws red. Hut, hut.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Oh, I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Come on, set. Drill, 52. Go blue. Rails, yellow.
On a delay of game there, they could not get the playoff in time.
Frustrating for the head coach. Frustrating for the offense. Sometimes you have to get the play call in a little bit quicker.
And now after the delay of game, they're operating behind the sticks, 2nd and 15.
Here we go. Blaster. Blue, 32. Smash. Red. Set. Go. Set.
Looking to throw.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Down the right sideline.
And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. Well, that puts a little bit of a wrinkle in their comeback bid.
Yeah, everything had turned around for them, hadn't it? I mean, things were now going their way. But you did mention it's a wrinkle in their comeback bid. It's not the death knell for them by any stretch, but now they've got some extra work to do in order to climb all the way back.
Off the option, that's complete. So the completion good for 7 there. And it'll be 2nd down.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 5-yard line.
And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd. Back to throw. Reed to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That's a pretty play there. Got in at the last second, helped force the ball free, and kept them out of the end zone.
And his kick is good. But now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about. Boy, tight game like this, 4th quarter, personal foul penalties, a no-no.
Yeah, we know the emotions are running high. The tensions are the same. Who can control them best could ultimately win it.
Looking to throw. Reed.
On the RPO, he'll keep it himself.
And he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it. Incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. To throw is Reed. From the gun, he'll throw. Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown.
And the Steelers are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now up to 14. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here.
And they finally get to him out near midfield, but he's all the way across the 45 to the 46.
There's no downplaying that we all knew that this was a critical possession, and to get a return like that to start things off, that's the spark that they needed. That's the spark they were looking for.
Try to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. And the Steelers are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. But with the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys have been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along. If you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
That one goes for 24 yards.
No surprise to see him running again here. It's something he's done throughout this season. And that run puts him over 500 yards on the ground for the year. He's got to be thinking to himself, if I'm already at 500, what's to stop me from going for 1,000?
They run the option here on 1st and 10.
And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
Well, that kind of hit will certainly fire up your team both on the field and on the sideline. Tackles for lost yardage, they're always welcome.
So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on.
Off the option, he'll try and run with it.
A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Tough spot here, 3rd down and 11.
Operating from the gun, Reed. He's going to take a shot for the end zone.
Back of the end zone, could he get his feet down?
No, it's incomplete. Now a field goal forthcoming for the Steelers. This to make it a 3-score game late. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it.
Pass complete, now race for the marker.
They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. And it'll be a turnover on downs.
I remember being taught that cliches have become so for a reason. A lot of times they're true, right? What's that they used to tell us about letting sleeping dogs lie? Well, this one wasn't sleeping. Maybe it was just slumbering a little bit. But taking that gamble there, you've got the lead. You may have ignited them now. They stopped you.
That's exactly right. If you take the points here, you don't shift momentum necessarily on that play. You probably just did. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
And now the first throw for the backup quarterback.
That's taken in by Kraft.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Now they'll change things up.
They'll run on 1st down. Sampson. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Back to throw is Boyle.
Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
Come on. 18 Cardinal, Cup 19, Cup 19. Go.
Throwing now, Boyle. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a 1st down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
Where will the pressure come from? 4th and 6 now.
Here we go, set.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that will force a turnover on downs. That one looks like he'll throw here. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone.
And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands, but could not hang on.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
I certainly like the idea. You're down on their side of the field. Get your big play guy involved. That time, they put one up for him to see if he can pull it down in the end zone. But the coverage was good, and it winds up incomplete.
And that is too far out in front of his intended target. Incomplete.
I think it's safe to say that he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game.
And look at this. It's a fake.
He'll try to do it himself.
20. And the gamble pays off. They get the first. That one a backbreaker as they wind up converting there on fourth. And they were right in that gray area on the edge of long field goal range, maybe too short to punt it. So the defense probably was expecting this was a possibility.
They should have been, and in most cases, what you do on defense is you go to what they...
And it's intercepted at the goal line.
And the Browns are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line.
At their own 4-yard line.
This is 1st and 10.
Let's go now. 70, trap 60, trap 60. Ready?
Here's Boyle.
He's going to let it fly. And that's caught inside the 35.
And he steps out of bounds, but not before he gets inside the 35. All 3 timeouts still remain. Keep that in mind. They prefer to use them on the defensive end. But here's 1st and 10. That's taken in by Bond.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches.
60 Maverick, 60 Maverick.
Off the play fake, it's Boyle.
Oh, look at Thomas wide open. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. Here we go. The Browns will go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. This is caught. Was he in? Yes. 2 points. So they're able to throw it in for the 2-point conversion. Sometimes that can be a risky play, but they got it.
Yeah, you always have to be careful here because if you do get it intercepted, it's returned by the defense, that's 2 points for them. But he identified an open target and put it right on him.
And it's the Steelers that come up with it. And that should just about do it. The risk-reward of the onside kick, when you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1.
And he is going to have a Steeler first down. All smiles on that sideline. That should be the one to do it.
A gain of a yard. And the Steeler first down.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it.
Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
Partner, I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. Too far downfield, something those linemen have to watch out for, and that time it costs them. From the midfield strike, they'll look to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game.
2 yards still to go. 3rd down now.
Back to throw. Reed. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. losing yardage back at the 35. Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
Come on, set. 60 Bison, 60 Bison.
Now this time he'll look to throw. He sets to fire deep. And this one is incomplete.
Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete blowout. But instead, they needed every single one of those in this close, high-scoring affair.
And, Brandon, I'm still on the edge of my seat after